name is Jessica, and I'm a queer female mathematician and musician going into my final year of study at Harvard. I wanted to take a moment just to briefly introduce you to my artistic work and outlook in words, so thank you very much for taking the time to listen to it. So in the classical music space, there seems to be a tendency to assume a fundamental opposition between identity and excellence, and a core part of my artistic practice is the belief that this tension is an artificial one, especially in the wake of police brutality in the United States, and the way that music, at large, is wrapped up in oppression and injustice over the course of centuries, especially racial oppression and injustice. There's absolutely no excuse not to be celebrating and amplifying and elevating the voices of marginalized people in our communities and in our tradition, in our practice. So, in my life as a performer and as an aspiring professor, and in recognition of my privilege in this country as a white person, I honestly want nothing more than to create space where folks can feel comfortable envisioning liberation in creative and innovative and experimental ways. I had the opportunity to work for the staff of the International Contemporary Ensemble and also play and perform with them a little bit last summer. And over the course of the last few years, I've had the opportunity to study with people like Vijay Iyer and Claire Chase and Yvette Jackson and Phyllis Chen. And it was in these kinds of spaces that I realized that when you foster an environment where people feel like they can belong, that they can be free to be themselves, to be eccentric, to be weird, to be different, to be radical, I really believe that that is a first step to decolonizing our practice. And it's become a deep part of my vision for my own practice. I recognize that it's absolutely natural to be feeling unwell during this time, and I think it's also natural to want to isolate ourselves. But for me, there's nothing more important during this time than building kinships where we can tackle injustice head on. And to be able to advance that vision under the auspices of the Concert Artists Guild and as a part of that community would be an absolute honor of a lifetime.